I like Jake Paul. I like him, and no one can make me not like him. Thought will be like, ha ha ha, Jake Paul got knocked out, nah, 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 nah. So, I don't care if he does get knocked out.
August, I'm back, baby.
I don't give a if he's 55. That's still Mike Tyson.
Mike's in good shape too.
Oh my God!
Mike trains every day.
He trains with Rafael Cordero, who's a legend in MMA. He runs King's Mixed Martial Arts, and Rafael is a world-renowned trainer. When you see him holding the mitts for Tyson, and Tyson smashing the mitts, like Jesus, that guy can still fuck you up.
He don't want.
Following the fantastic bout between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, the guy was deemed iron every day. Mike posts amazing training videos to his YouTube channel. These films feature intense workouts with fast-paced, explosive moves that will have you wanting to hit the gym right away. As you can imagine, these videos become viral online almost immediately. After watching these videos, knockout fighters from all over the world were shocked to see Tyson back in action. They thought, whoa, we better watch out. So that's exactly what they did. They began warning Jake Paul to reconsider before returning to the ring with iron. Mike, can you really blame him? Mike Tyson is a beast, and watching him prepare like this should serve as a wake-up call to anyone who thinks they can underestimate him. However, Jake Paul is also a true believer in the confidence that swagger exudes, so you can bet that he's watching those videos of himself cracking his knuckles and bringing it on iron. Mike Tyson, who, at 20, became the youngest heavyweight champion in history, and he also became the first boxer to hold the WBA, WBC, and IBF titles simultaneously. Talk about guts. So Joe Rogan, man, he ain't holding back when it comes to picking who would win between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. Tyson bro. Jake Paul has also been active recently. In his 10th professional fight, he defeated Ryan Borland. Although he began as a YouTuber, he is now fully committed to the boxing lifestyle. Tyson has age on his side, as the man is roughly 30 years older than Paul and hasn't competed professionally since 2005. However, Rogan stated on his podcast that Tyson is still very good and that you should forget about that. Paul is a very good YouTuber, and Rogan is all about that serious talk. He says that Tyson is training with MMA legend Rafael Cordo, and they use all this high-tech equipment to keep him sharp, like they're not playing around. As for Rogan, well, he's laying it out there. He's talking about how Tyson still has that killer instinct and ferocity that will make Paul think twice about going into the ring with him. Tyson still has that knockout power, and his speed is no joke either. Even in his 50s, Tyson is still a formidable opponent, and Paul will know he's in for a rough fight if he sees Tyson in the ring. But there are those stupid people who think otherwise.
Say, man, I know y'all see Mike Tyson finna whoop Jake Paul ass.
You gotta give it to Jake Paul, though. He's been doing this thing out here.
Has he lost?
Yeah.
Who beat him?
Tommy Fury.
Nobody cares about it.
Like, very, really true, bro Jake Paul has only suffered one defeat, but against whom did he prevail? Anis Gibb, an additional YouTuber NBA player Nate Robinson Tyson, is a professional boxer who has faced some formidable opponents in the past, not simply petty brawlers, if anyone's assessment matters. Amir Khan, a former world champion, made some incredible predictions about the fight between Tyson and Jake Paul, and wow, they got everyone talking. This boy is a British boxing lean, no doubt about it. He's been dominating the ring since 2005, pursuing his talents and leaving his mark on the sport until 2022. Khan isn't just any boxer though. From 2009 to 2012, he held unified light welterweight world championships, winning belts like the WBA and IBF titles. That's some serious hardware, so when you talk about boxing royalty, you have to include Amir Khan. Mike is going to come out strong and win by early knockout, and you have to give Khan credit for his advice. After all, he has faced some very formidable heavyweights in the ring, so he is knowledgeable about the game. Mike Tyson is a heavyweight icon and a freaking legend. Tyson is a beast in the ring, no doubt about it, and at 57 years old, not everyone is convinced he's going to pull off an upset against the problem child. As for Jake Paul, who is lighter and smaller than Tyson, Khan is really worried that Paul may end up taking some serious hits because, let's face it, Tyson still has that insane power even though he's in his 50s. Nevertheless, Khan is completely taken aback that this fight is even taking place, wondering if it's all hype. Jake Paul, a UFC star Colby Covington skeptic, is an American mixed martial arts practitioner. Beast has been dominating the welterweight division in the UFC like a boss.
Like it at all. I think, Mike still looks like a superhuman for 58, but he's still 58 years old, and he shouldn't be fighting anymore. I don't think it's safe. I think it's dangerous. At that age, your heart might explode. He gets hit in the head, he might have a brain bleed. I mean, the guy, that's what I hope for. I hope that Mike Tyson makes it through injury-free and doesn't get hurt. But I don't like the fight. Jake's in his mid-20s. He's doing every chemical known to man. He's literally a lab project. They're just juicing him up, him and his brother. Yeah. Everybody knows that. The machine's behind him, juicing him up, putting every chemical known to man. So I think it's going to end bad. I think, Jake's going to probably knock him out within the first 2 minutes. And if he doesn't, then it'll be because he's carrying him and he's trying to make the freak show look like it's a competitive fight. But I hate the fight. I think it takes away from Mike Tyson's legacy when a guy like this comes in and beats him. A quote-unquote YouTuber, comes in and beats the baddest man on the planet, the most feared man.
Do you think Jake Paul's gonna beat Mike Tyson?
Oh, come on, man. He's in his 20s. First off, that footage is not live footage. I can promise you that Mike Tyson's camp, they had that footage filmed from a couple years ago. So that's not like the current Mike Tyson. I was actually on a flight with him a couple weeks ago. We were flying to Vegas together. Sweetest guy in the world. Yeah, with Tyson. Sweetest guy, nice guy, but he doesn't look like that right now, and that's definitely not how he's hitting pads. That's from years prior. But we saw his last fight with Roy Jones Jr., and he looked slow. He looked old. Everybody saw that. They were like, man, he shouldn't be getting in that ring anymore, so.
When a fighter like Colby Covington speaks up about a matchup like Tyson versus Jake Paul, you better believe he has some serious insight to share. He's straight up saying that Paul's going to either knock Tyson out real quick or carry him for a few rounds. Colby isn't holding back, bro. He's like, I think Jake is going to probably knock him out within the first 2 minutes, and if he doesn't, Colby thinks it's because Paul is just trying to make the fight look competitive. He's calling it a freak show, and he's not feeling it at all.
Mike Tyson, even at 57, 58, however old he is, he's still Mike Tyson. When I boxed him in 21, he still punched like Mike Tyson. If he hits anybody square on the chin, it's going to be problematic. I don't care who it is. So I like Jake Paul. He's a good guy. I think he's doing good with his boxing stuff. I think it's a great promotional situation for him and Mike. They should do really good numbers, especially having upgraded to a real fight. But if Mike comes out and beats Mike like Mike normally does, it'll be pretty tough for Jake. Now, if Jake can stay away from him about 4 or 5 rounds, then Jake has a chance. But you got to do a lot of maneuvering to stay away from him. So yeah, that's my take. Thank you.
The legendary Roy Jones Jr., in his attack on Jake Paul, Battle Jones isn't holding back. He's been in the ring with Tyson and knows what's going on. He's telling it like it is. I boxed Tyson in 2021, and let me tell you, he still punches like Mike Tyson. And if Tyson lands one of those bombs square on someone's chin, it will definitely cause problems. Let's see what else he has to say. However, Francis Ngannou has other ideas. The beast from Francis Cameroon, when it comes to Tyson versus Paul, Ngannou is like, yo, I'm still processing this. I thought it was going to be some Netflix movie or something, but when I realized it's an actual fight, it hit me like a shockwave. But hey, you's got mad respect for Tyson, no doubt about it. He's ready to roll out and support the champ if it's true because, let's face it, Tyson still has that killer instinct and he can still kick some serious butt in the ring, according to Ngannou. Check it out when asked about the mismatch. Stockton native and legend Nate Diaz is not holding back when voicing his thoughts on the Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul bout. In a legendary response, Diaz said, I don't give a complete kook, no Mike Tyson, short and sweet guy. Diaz doesn't waste time with clarifications or forecasts. Due to his close confidence and experience as a boxer, Mike Tyson is providing some important information about the upcoming Tyson versus Jake match. Paul's showdown, when asked about the fight between Mike and Jake, Judah says, this ain't no ordinary PR gimmick, nay, this is the real thing, a multi-million-dollar pay-per-view event that's going to shatter the boxing world. Judah didn't hesitate to say, you know the beast, the lion, that dude's going to come up, and it's going to be terrifying. He vividly described Tyson's mindset inside the ring, drawing comparisons to that of a ferocious beast. Likes of Judah, you can trust Mike that he knows precisely what he's doing if he's taking this battle on you. When Mike enters the ring, he means business. He's making it clear that if Tyson accepts Jake Paul's challenge, it will be entirely different for Paul. For real, Paul will struggle to deal with iron. Tyson will be Tyson, and that's something you don't want to mess with. Mike Joshua is making it very clear that Tyson is not going to play for a full 12 rounds. Rather, he is going to look for an early finish. Joshua is praising Tyson's dedication and drive, saying that if Tyson decides to return to the ring, he will take on the biggest and greatest challenges available. When it comes to the topic of a knockout, Joshua isn't even debating. He's like, of course Tyson is going to knock him out. There you have it straight from the champ's homie himself. Joshua is laying down the truth, and it's getting us all excited for what's going to happen when Tyson and Paul step into that ring. If you're excited for this epic showdown between Tyson and Jake Paul, hit that like button, subscribe for more awesome content, and don't forget to ring that bell to stay updated on all the latest news and updates in the boxing world. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. Jake ain't got what it takes to knock out Tyson. No way.